I wrote The Accidental Salesperson because in my experience, 97% of salespeople didn't plan on a career in selling. They ended up in sales when something else didn't work out. Well, we transform accidental salespeople into sales pros with a repeatable selling system. I still remember the time that a woman came up to me after a seminar and said, "Chris, thank you for my career." "How do you mean?" I said. "Well, I came to your seminar when you were in town last year, and I had my resignation letter in the glove compartment. But after your seminar, I tore up my resignation letter because I had a repeatable sales process and a way to help my clients get results too. Thank you for my career." The other thing we do is we help sales managers make their sales meetings more engaging. The inside joke that professional speakers tell at our conventions is, it's easier to get a new audience than come up with a new speech. Well, think about it. If you have to do 52 sales meetings a year or more, that's a lot of content to create. Sarah McCann is my partner and wife and a pretty good sales manager. But even she confesses that she used to plan her Monday morning sales meeting Sunday night while she was watching 60 Minutes. Or sometimes, and worse yet, she'd plan it in the car on the way to the meeting. Here's how Garfield Ogilvy, another accomplished sales manager, puts it.
If you've ever had to rush to throw a meeting together, if you've had to wing it in front of your sales group, or if you've literally almost had to cancel the meeting because so many interruptions during the week precluded you from being prepared, this is the answer. The challenge for sales managers is that they themselves are a limited source of content. They work with their salespeople all week. They share their point of view with them all week. And so there becomes a limit on how much more an individual has to offer. My coaching, whether it's in the car or in the sales office, calls upon my perspectives, my experience. And while I think I'm quite rich in knowledge and competent, there's just so much before I start repeating myself. And if there's anything that turns off an audience is, I've heard all that before. I just really feel we ended up with meetings that were far more stimulating and everybody involved, as opposed to a bunch of people that are sitting around a table and shutting down early in the morning. Instead, they were all on their toes, they were involved, and in many cases, they came away from the meeting thinking even more about what had been discussed and how it might be applied.
If we were sitting across the desk from each other, I'd ask you these three questions. 1, if your sales meetings were optional, would your people attend anyway? 2, if you charged even $5 for one of your sales meetings, would people gladly pay it because they get so much value every time they attend one? And 3, if your customers came to your sales meeting, would they be proud to be doing business with a company like yours? If you hesitate for even an instant to answer yes to each one of those questions, then we've got some work to do.